Hello, my name is Andrew Deal. I'm making this video for my final lesson plan project. The topic I chose to teach is oral health. My target audience is 7th to 8th graders. I chose this audience because I think it's an important age to teach oral health because teenagers are starting to care more about how they look, and it's a good time to squeeze this in so they can learn how to increase their health but also their looks at the same time, so I think they'll care more about it. When teaching this topic, I would start off a class by giving an introduction of myself and the topic that we're going to cover, and then I would have the students introduce themselves as long as the class wasn't too big. We don't want to take up too much time, but it'd be good to get them talking and interacting in the beginning. This should take about 5 minutes, and then I'd get back to the presentation. Next, I would take 5 minutes to go over topic overview, goals, and benefits. This slide is my goals slide, and I'm going to have this up so students can read the goals, but then I'd also give a verbal on just going more in depth about them. I think it's important to be able to identify poor oral health. Just if you ever have a problem in life, it'd be really good to know what to look out for on the day to day. And I have brushing techniques and proper dental hygiene. These kind of seem the same, but I think it's important to bring out proper brushing techniques over just proper dental hygiene. It's easy to understand the different methods of proper dental hygiene, but brushing techniques is very important. It could affect how well you clean your teeth. You could be damaging your teeth while you're doing it. So I think it's important that that's a separate goal that students know. Now let's give a brief overview of why dental hygiene is important. And then the next couple minutes I would take to go over and discuss the anatomy of the tooth. This should only take probably about 3 to 5 minutes, I'd say. Then the next slide would be covering fillings and cavities. Let's go through the different stages of cavities and the types of dental caries, and then also the before and after of fillings and the types of fillings. The next slide would be brushing techniques. This is where I can go more in depth on how to brush your teeth, what types of pressure to use, just give real good knowledge base on proper brushing techniques. That should take probably about 5 minutes just to cover this verbally. And then we'll get into other types of cleaning your mouth, flossing and mouthwash, how often to do it, different types, importance of it. And at this point, this should be about the 30-minute mark in the lesson. So from here, I would go on to the next slide, which will be the activity. The activity I chose is to break the students into smaller groups and then have them come up and get a model tooth set, toothbrush, floss, and brushing solution. And I'll have already pre-coated the model teeth with fake plaque that's dyed so that you can visibly see it on the model. I'll give them more of a visual on as they're cleaning the teeth, like how well the techniques work, and take it off. Once I have the students into groups, give them the directions. I allow them 2 minutes to use the brushing techniques that we've gone over in class to clean the plaque off of the teeth. Once the 2 minutes is up, I'll tell them to stop. They can look at how well they did and see what the difference it made from the before and after. And then we'd go into using floss, and the proper flossing techniques would have been taught earlier, so they can see how well that works. Cleans up that was left behind from the toothbrushes. This whole activity should take roughly 20 minutes from start to clean up, and that would leave us with 10 minutes left in class. For our last bit of class, I'd have a group discussion over the activity that we just went over. It'd be question and answer. It'd be a question and answer format. And then I would also allow questioning for all the topics that we covered up to this point. If students had any question on teeth brushing, what type of mouthwash is better, toothpaste, any other questions that they just might have. I think it's good to end the class this way. Maybe clean up any miscommunication throughout the class, and add anything in that somebody might have a question on earlier that didn't get answered. Once we're done with this group discussion and questions, we can go on to the closing remarks and dismiss the class.